Hi guys, welcome. First video back, first video for 18 months. Welcome to Footboy Brownie. Oh yeah, remember, hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe and spreading a love. Just spreading a love. It's been 18 months since I last come on, and the reason I wasn't going to restart this channel. By the way, thank you YouTube for and Google for accepting I am who I am and allowing me entry to log on today. 17 months I was in detention in Dubai, and the reason in which I'm doing this video is basically, unfortunately, during those 17 months, one or two people took it upon themselves to create clickbait, online clickbait, in order to make money. That's the bottom line. In order to make money, they put Footboy Brownie or Adam Brown in the titles of their completely made up stories or completely made up videos, and as a result, I'm putting this video together. This is quite possibly probably the hardest video in which I'm going to be doing. But let's make a start. Okay, people who will remember the last, June, end of May, June, my father got diagnosed with cancer. As a result, I was living in Dubai at the time, so as a result, I quickly flew home. It was my birthday as well, and I thought I just wanted to be with him and my mum as well. For a few days, and then returned to Dubai. My flight was a Wednesday. Now the Sunday before, I was in my hometown. Enjoying a few drinks with my friends, and Wales were playing in the World Cup playoff against Ukraine. Wales were 1-0 up at half time. I have a friend called me, or so-called friend at the time, called me from Dubai at half time. He's also Welsh, and he was very excited that Wales were winning at that time. And he called me and he said, "Oh, great ad, great. We're going to a World Cup, blah, blah, blah." Yeah, I had a few drinks and everything, so I was quite merry. And I didn't think at the time, but he said to me, "Oh, Ad, listen, I got a new cleaner." I said, "I don't really trust." He said, "I don't really trust her at the moment. Can I put a few boxes in your apartment?" Not thinking. I said, yeah, no problem. But I said, "Remember, I'm back on Wednesday, and on Thursday, I'm moving apartments, so the boxes are going to be out. Have to be out by then." Yeah, no problem. That was it. on Wednesday morning, I arrived in Dubai. And for some reason, it's the first time I've flown from UK to Dubai and not been able to sleep. Don't know why, but on his flight, I wasn't able to sleep. I landed 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, contrary to some reports, I was not stopped. Nothing in the airport. And in fact, the clued up people who followed me on my Twitter. On my Twitter, many people realised that one report which said I was stopped in the airport was absolute bullshit, because quite frankly, I was talking to people on Twitter after I landed, basically. So I landed at 9 o'clock in the morning. I goes home. I goes to my apartment. I see the 3 boxes he put in my apartment, but I'm so tired I just wanted to bed. 6 p.m. So in that evening, my phone waking up, a couple of friends say, "Oh, you home?" I said, "You home?" And one lady friend said, "Should we go out?" I said, "Yeah, no problem. Let's go out. So, I've been a drug user off and on for 20 years. Just been part of my life for all that time. Not big, not hard, but it was. So I messaged, if you can imagine a apartment block. I was on the 9th floor, and the person who I get the cocaine off at the time was on the 22nd floor. So I messaged him and I said, "I'm taking a girl out tonight. I'll just have 1 gram to be social with her with." No problem. So I went up to his apartment, grabbed that 1 gram, picked her up in a taxi, and to Blah Blah in JBR we went, which is basically like a beach nightclub stroke bar type of thing. Here's a picture of what Blah Blah looks like. So me and the unnamed girl continue enjoying ourselves. Then at 10:30, my so-called friend starts texting me. "How's your night going?" I replied, yeah, enjoying it. Listen, I need to get the key for your apartment. Now I thought to myself, well, he knows I'm moving apartment tomorrow. So I thought he wanted the key to move the boxes. So I said, yeah, come down. We're in Blah Blah. Come and have a drink. Yeah, no problem, he said. I'll be down in 10 minutes. Well, just 5 minutes later, unbeknown to me and the unnamed girl, ununiformed or plainclothes CID come into Blah Blah, approached our table, and one of them say, "Adam, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while." And I'm thinking to myself, he's holding his hand out, and I'm thinking to myself, who the hell are you? But you seem polite, so I went to shake his hand, and as I'm shaking his hand, boom, the handcuffs come over me. Quickly, my head was pushed against the table. The girl says, is this some kind of joke? Within a split second, the CID badges come out. No, it's no joke, they said. Now, by this time, me and the girl probably sniffed half of the gram in which, not probably, we did, but half a gram in which I had. So we had half a gram left. Again, not big or cool, but it is what it was. So, they then go to take me outside, and the waiter comes running over. Oh, you can't! Whoa! You can't take him yet. And everyone look, why? Oh, he's got a bill to pay. So they actually uncuffed me to pay the bill before cuffing me back and taking me outside. They also took the girl, but on the way out they said, is this girl with you? Now I know that the UAE got sharing drug laws, which I know people who've had 10 years for. So I denied she was with me, and that then enabled her to be released there and then. So I'm outside of blah blah in the car park type, and I'm noticing 2 police cars. As they patting me down, searching my pockets. I'm handcuffed now. I noticed 2 police cars. One police car was no doors open. The other police car, every single door open. So they patted me down. And they say, right, we go into your apartment. Now I'm thinking at the time, maybe UK I suppose, but I'm thinking, it's only half a gram on me. Okay, fair cop, you got me for half a gram. But why are they going to the apartment? So they bungled me in the car, which had all the doors open. And all the arresting officers come in the same car. But the 2 police cars, then drive to my apartment. As we reach the car park, the other police car just parks up. No doors open. Whoever's inside stays inside. I was then led to my own apartment. As the officer puts the key into the door, he then turns to me and says, "Where's the safe?" Now by that time, I'm relieved because I know I've got no safe in there. So I'm saying, "What, a safe?" I said, no. No safe in here, my friend. So we know there's a safe in here. I said, I can guarantee you there's no safe in here. You can look wherever you want. Oh, we will, he said. So they enter my apartment, they stand me up in the middle of the apartment, and they start searching. They go in the ceilings, under the beds, under the everything. And they come across the 3 boxes, which that mother put in my apartment when I was in the UK. All heavily taped up. One grabs a knife out of the kitchen drawer, opens it. Lo and behold, there's a safe inside. Like one of the portable safes you would get in Argos or somewhere. Now by that time now I'm panicking. I'm worried now. I'm really worried. So they say, big guy, one of the main one in his firm, a big guy. And he said, "What's the safe? What's the code, sorry?" And I'm nervously laughing. I said, whoa, this is not my, listen, I've been out of the country, this is not my safe. You know, I couldn't tell you what the code is. Wrong answer. Bang! Give me a proper haymaker. Give me a proper haymaker. So he said, "Tell me the code." You know, and I'm pleading. I don't know the code. I don't know the code. So he nods to the other officer. The other officer then goes round to my back. Bear in mind I'm handcuffed now. Tases me. I quickly drop to the floor. As I'm dropping to the floor, my shoulder is not on the floor. It's kind of like at an angle. They then start kicking me and jumping on my shoulder. They actually broke my shoulder. More about that when later on in the video. 6 times they got me up from the floor, tasered me, or up from the floor, started beating me 6 times. Then after the 6th time, the door opens, and in comes my so-called friend, handcuffed, with the arresting officers, with more arresting officers. And they make him watch me. They make him watch me have my 7th and worst beating. As I'm getting beaten, I look at him. Now he called it a nervous laugh, but he was grinning while watching me get beaten. Motherfucker was grinning. So as they lift me from the floor again, I then shout, "You are fucking safe. You tell them the code." They turn to him, "Oh, it's you are safe, is it? It's you are safe, is it? What's the code?" Now he's seen how much they were beating me, torturing me. And he knew he couldn't take that. He couldn't take anything like that. So he gave the code straight away. Bump, bump, bump. Can't even remember what it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. Bing, 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 bing. Door open. 100 grams of cocaine inside the safe. So we were then taken to a police station. We were then taken to a police station. My head is going. I'm trying to put one and one together. I mean, I look back and I'm thinking, why the... But I never realised that a friend, or so-called friend, would do such a thing. Now, there's a side story to this. So I'll stop this part of the story now and give you more information on the side story. Okay, it's a side story, more to the story. So basically, going back this was all happening while I was in the bar with the unnamed friend, really. So before the 10:30 text messages, the guy who I had the gram off, one of his regular customers, got in touch with him. He sold them cocaine, and his regular customer was actually a Brazilian footballer, lower league Brazilian footballer. He was in his apartment having a party with friends, and CID come to the party. They found the cocaine on the table. I didn't know this until months later, but they found cocaine on the table, and they say, who did he get it from? Immediately, he went to my so-called, he told them about my so-called friend. Okay, well, we'll meet this guy. We'll arrange a meeting. So they arranged a meeting with my so-called friend, and they grabbed my so-called friend, and that was the first case against him. They then take my so-called friend back to his apartment. They find 40,000 in cash, scales, and 19 bagged up grams ready to go in the fridge. They say, well, first of all, they telling him, look, he's having 25 years for this. You won't see your family again, you're having 25 years. This guy's older than me. They wanted more arrests. And I say to him, look, we can help you. We can help you. Again, I didn't know any of this until 6-7 months later. We can help you. You tell us who the big fish is, and we'll have the judge to go lenient on you. So tell us who you get it from. So then he's shitting himself at the moment, and he remembers that he left his safe boxed up in my apartment when I was in the UK, and he said, "Oh, I buy it off Adam." Oh yeah. Let's arrange a meeting with Adam. Hence the reason why the text is at 10:30. So they arrange a meeting. That's where the two kind of stories join up. Now, he never told me any of this. And then I'll find out months later when the embassy get hold of a case file. So we both are taken to the police station. He's in one cell, I'm in another. Now, I know I had a few drinks and that, but then I'm starting to put things together. I'm starting to join the dots. Not many dots were joining, given my state. But I'm starting to join the dots that something's not right here. The following night, 4 o'clock in the morning, I rounded off 4 o'clock in the morning, they call him. Come on, you coming with us, they say. Again, I never knew until months later that they actually got him in a car, and they're saying, we want your customers. we make sure the judge goes lenient on you. We want your customers. So my so-called mate then messages his customers that he got cheap cocaine for sale. Do anyone want cheap cocaine? One of his customers comes back to him. He's in the police car going around Dubai. Then he arranges a meeting with his customer. They arrest his customer, but his customer then turns around and says, hang on, I'm buying off this guy. So he actually put another selling case on himself. So, the day after, we then get interviewed. He goes in first, I don't know what he said. When I go in, he said, oh, so-and-so tells us that you sell to him. I said, no. At the time, I am 43 years old. And this is the truth. I've never sold drugs in my life. I've been a user, no problem. I accept I was a user, I say to this prosecutor. I accept that I was a user. I was wrong, but I accept I was a user. That's all I was as a user. I've never sold drugs in my life. Then, I'm saying, look, I have been in the UK up until only a few hours ago. Well, by that time, maybe a day or two ago. But a few hours before I was arrested. I said, I got a UAE SIM card in my phone. Check the phone call, which would have happened at, I don't know, Sunday afternoon when he phoned me. Check the phone call, listen to the phone call, listen to what he was asking, whether he could put the boxes in my apartment. I said, in the corridors, in the apartment block, the corridors, every single corridor has CCTV camera. Check the CCTV cameras between Sunday afternoon and the time I arrived back in Dubai. You would have seen him putting the boxes into my apartment. And I said, hang on, when this came to me. And I tell you another thing as well. I'm demanding fingerprints on the cocaine, on the safe, and even on the box the safe was in. I guarantee you not one of my fingerprints will be on there. Okay, we'll check. No problem. So, that was it then. That was it with regarding the arrest. So after we get arrested, we're taken to CID headquarters in Dubai. And I really do think human rights charities, the UN needs to seriously look into what goes on in this CID headquarters. To start off with, when our cells had put in 29 of us in a 2-man cell. 29. I could hear there's a woman police kind of office, and you can hear the women getting beaten. you can see others getting beaten. And at this time, my shoulder was really giving me pain. My back was red hot because of the amount of tasering which was going on, which happened to me. And I went on for days and days. After about a week, we moved out of CID headquarters, and then we went to our Barsha old police station. Which, it was just me and my so-called friend who was still only the two British there at that time. And for the first 3 months of my time, we were the only British, which basically, I wanted to believe all the bullshit he was telling me, because he was like that, like a snake trying to I remember one time I phoned the embassy. He was standing behind me. I phoned the embassy. And it takes a while until you understand what charges are against you. So I come off the phone. He said, Adam, your charges have come online. I said, yeah, what is it? Importing. I said, what? Import? Can you explain what import? Yes, just bringing it in from other country. I slammed the phone down, and I went to him. I said, how the fuck have they got me on for importing? And he said, well, I don't know. Well, together with when he told them that I was the big fish, he also told them that I was bringing it into the UK, because I actually flew back. After checking that my father was okay after being diagnosed with cancer. That's how much of a lowlife that bastard turned out to be. So after approximately first 3 months, we were moved. We moved to our Barsha detention centre, which thankfully had around about 15 other Brits there. I introduced myself, and some of them were saying, look, it must have been him, because he texted you he'd be down in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, CID come through the door. Use your head, Adam. Use your head, come on. And it wasn't until, probably because I thought I needed him, but it wasn't until that I met up with these people, these other Brits, that they knocked some common sense into me. And that's really when I started joining the dots. Around about 2-3 months after being in there, the embassy and my lawyer then go to the prosecutor and say, look, there's no evidence. You got no evidence on Adam. You got no evidence. He only flew into the country hours before. It was the other guy who opened the safe. We got CCTV, fingerprints, and even phone calls. So we are asking for you to release Adam. He said no. He has to wait till court. He has to wait till court. Even after all that evidence, I still had to wait for court. 17 months. 17 months in total. During the 17 months, my charges start dropping. They had no evidence on me important. Of course they didn't. Of course they didn't. How can I be important if I wasn't stopped at the airport or anything? Stupid. And I went down to selling because he said that I sold to him. No evidence at all. Then I went down to promotion. Now, people in UK wouldn't know. Promotion is basically a go-between, a helper. So I tried to say that I'm keeping it in the apartment for him. And promotion, I think, about 15 years. 15 years jail, I think. And it stayed at that. Until we went to court 17 months later. We went to court. And my so-called friend finally mans up in court. And he says to the judge or judges, Your Honour, can I say a few words? So he said, yes, carry on. So he said, I would like to apologise to Adam's family, the court, and the country for my crimes and my lies. I was caught selling drugs. The police demanded a name. I panicked. He said he was beaten, which I know he wasn't beaten. But he said he was beaten, and he panicked, and he gave him my name. Everything he said to them about me was a lie. When he said that, I broke down in tears. What I haven't told you is that on the 10th of December 2022, 6 months after I was arrested, my father loses his battle with cancer. So his lies stopped me from saying goodbye to him. And I'll never forgive myself for that. So the judge basically found not guilty. My My so-called friend gets 25 years. He's still got another selling case to go. He had 25 years. I was found not guilty, but I was deported. Now, I've heard this, but let me tell you something. Deported is basically a default with UAE. Big court cases. I know many people who have appealed with deportation, but then that gives you another 3 months in jail. My mum needed me. I didn't want to spend another day in jail as much as I could. My mum needed me. I needed my mum. I don't think to this day I still haven't agreed properly with my dad. So that happens. A few days later, I get moved then. I get moved to Central Prison in Dubai, which is fucking heavy, to be honest. It's fucking heavy. Then I went from Central, because it was a federal case, and federal cases are only heard in a federal court, which is in Abu Dhabi. I then went from Central Prison to Abu Dhabi Prison, then onto the deportation wing, and then finally got to the UK approximately 4 or 5 weeks after the judge threw the case out for being not guilty. Sorry, I was guilty for using. Maximum using is 6 months. I've been here 17 months. I'm going to call this the dark side of Dubai, I think. Because there are many, I'd say thousands of people who, like me, were just in there because of an allegation. After 6 months, after a total of 6 months, after I was hitting month 7, the only thing which was holding me there was false allegations. False allegations that I sold, false allegations that I imported. Just false allegations from people who in a moment of panic would give people's names. Now, regarding my shoulder, they didn't x-ray me until about 2 weeks after my arrest. Well, after the x-ray happened, the x-ray specialist called me into like little chamber, little compartment. I'm sure many people who have had an x-ray know what I'm talking about. A little side office. And he said, don't think you have the pain on your shoulder. But then he zoomed in around the collarbone area. And he said, this is where I think you're having your pain. So as he zoomed in, I looked closely to the screen and I said, that's a break, isn't it? The specialist turned around and said, it doesn't look good. I could see it was a break. The police officer with me verbally admitted to me at a later date it was a break. I goes back to the prison and on phone to the embassy just to let you know they broke my shoulder. I seen the X-ray. Okay, we're on to it. 15 times the embassy, both face to face or on the telephone or on email. 15 times I requested to see my my X-rays and my medical records. Every time they were trying to be palmed off by the police there. Oh yeah, you'll have it on Friday. Yeah, oh sorry, you'll have it on Friday. I will show you, you'll have it this week. Oh, you'll have it next week. 15 times we were palmed off. The embassy then got annoyed, and they raised a torture complaint with the Foreign Office in Westminster. There's a torture complaint with the UAE embassy in London. And after 8 months, I think it was, basically come back and the X-ray went missing. My medical records went missing. I don't know if I'm not the same person which I was before this all happened. I don't think I'll ever will be. I lost 21 kilo. I put a little bit back on now, but I've been referred to Mind, the mental health charity. I'm not in a good way. Maybe YouTube is not the right way to go, but I maybe by talking about it may help me. I just want to take this opportunity to thank people who've reached out to me. No matter what has been written and what has been said, lies and everything, people still reached out to me because they knew. You know, when you're looking at my Twitter account, they think, hang on. You know, just once, you know, apparently I was in a firing squad. And the person who made up that lie was just laughing about it as well. I think it just shows the type of person they are. You know, and at a time in which we create bullshit, at the same time, my mother lost her husband. I lost my father. And my cousin lost an uncle. But people just wanted to create clickbait, didn't they? So they can earn money. Because that's all it was. Earning money. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Let's just see how this goes. You know, yeah, I'm not in a good way, guys. Right, speak soon. Love you.